Why did you leave?
Why did I leave? I left because my relationship with Russell T Davies, Julie Gardner and Phil Collinson completely broke down during the shooting of the first series, 13 episodes. I think it's fair to say that a behemoth like Doctor Who, anybody will tell you it's probably true of Lost, it's probably true of Sopranos, it's probably true of all the big shows, that the first series, nobody knows what they're doing. And the politics are raging. You get executives at the BBC, they were very hands-off. They were like, if this fails, I don't want to be implicated. No.
Wow.
And then when it gets picked up, they're like, I'm responsible for this. So the shooting of the first series was a nightmare. And I was right at the centre of it. I was probably more experienced even than Russell. I'd probably been on more television and film sets than anybody. And I could see what was going on. I reported it back and I just got silence. And I got a lot of, well, we didn't know that was happening. And I was like, well, it's your job to know what's happening. So the relationship of trust broke down. So off I went.
Would you, pretty please with sugar on top, come back for the 60th anniversary?
That's very doubtful. You know, my relationship with the BBC over Doctor Who has not healed. It hasn't, you know. I hope this never happens to you, but at the time of my leaving, I agreed with Russell that I would go quietly and respectfully, and I would look after the show in publicity-wise, in terms of publicising it. And then, without saying anything to me, they announced that I was leaving. They didn't tell me they were going to do that. I was walking down the street and suddenly I got quite a lot of aggression. And more importantly, they should have said it. They created a quote and they attributed it to me, which said I was tired. Now the thing is about that, I found it too tiring. I didn't find it too tiring. I found it too tiring working with Russell and Phil and Julia. I didn't find it physically too tiring. When they said that, any other producer reading that would go, oh, well, we're not going to employ Chris Eccleston because he gets tired. So it was a lie. And it was in quotation marks. And I'm from Salford. You don't do that to me. So they issued a kind of apology, but it's not enough.